Hello Internet, around here I go by Cat of Diamonds, and welcome to my FannishReviews. I am posting this so late, but I want to talk about the 7 books of 2016 that I'm excited for, but they're really just like the beginning of series or continued series, but that's a really long title for YouTube, so books, man! Let's talk about books. I don't know if you were around for my 2015 books that I'm looking forward to, where I said 10 of them and 12 of them mentioned, and I read like 2 or 3 of them last year. So 7 is more manageable, and we'll see. We'll see. The first book I want to talk about is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. It was published on January 5th, which means by the time this video is up, at the time of me filming this video, it's already been published. I really loved the Darkest Minds series by Alexandra Bracken, so Passenger, although I know like this much about it and have kind of avoided knowing what it's about, I'm all in. She's a phenomenal writer, so Passenger, already published. I'm gonna get to it this year, hopefully. Moving on to The Prophecy of Shadows, the Elemental series #1 by Michelle Madow, who also wrote The Secret Diamond Sisters and other books that are hanging out right here. The Prophecy of Shadows is the first book in Michelle's new series, and it's about this girl, Cassidy, I believe, who goes to a high school in Massachusetts, maybe? I'm such a good friend. I know absolutely what her book is about. I have read the first chapter though, and it was awesome. Also, the second book in her series has just been announced and the cover has been reviewed, so by the time this gets edited, it'll probably be published, because the publishing date for The Prophecy of Shadows is January 26th. Also with a published date of January 26th is Night Study by Maria B. Snyder. This is the second book in the Soulfinders series, trilogy probably, because all of her other books in this universe that she's created have been trilogies, but as with the last Soulfinders book, it is a revisit to the first character, Yelena, that she wrote about. Man, okay, just go on Goodreads, because this one is so complicated to try to explain. This is actually like this 11th book in this series. I don't even know at this point, so links will be in the doobly-doo. You can go learn about this series on Goodreads. The next book I'm excited for is Morningstar by Pierce Brown, which is the third and final book, maybe? I'm not really sure if this is a trilogy, in the Red Rising series. I loved Red Rising, and I totally plan on buying Golden Sun at some point. And on February 9th, when Morningstar is published, I can take on the next one. This was such a good book. It has stayed with me. Golden Sun just amped it up, and so I'm absolutely excited for Morningstar. Also with the publishing date of February 9th, Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, I believe that's her last name, is being published, which is the second book in the Red Queen series, and the cover looks just as badass as this one. Again, I really loved this book series in book 1, so I'm really excited to continue the series. The next book had an honorable mention in my 2015 video that I previously mentioned, because it was supposed to be published in 2015, but then with the announcement of the Shadowhunters television series, Lady Midnight was pushed into 2016 with a publishing date of, had to look, March 8th. If you can see, this necklace is a Shadowhunters mythology rune necklace, and I no longer have the books because there's so many of them now, and I moved across the country and all that jazz, but that does not make me any less excited for Lady Midnight, which is the first book in the third series that she has placed in the Shadowhunters universe. And finally, we have The Last Star by Rick Yancey, which is the third and final, I believe, in the 5th Wave series. The movie is coming out this year for the first book, so I'm pretty sure that there is a possibility that they might try to like have him spin off something so that there's more movies to make. However, The Last Star will be published on May 24th, which rounds out the first half of this year of book releases that I know about or knew about in 2015 and added them to my 2016 Goodreads release date list. That is the prep I did for this video. I just went to my Goodreads account. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I get around to reading all these. You know, I only have 60 unread books in this room or something. That's not a big deal. And another topic for another video. So until my next video, happy reading.